Welcome to our coverage of the European Championship here at Mulhouse. I'm John Hindhoff. Our EFRA official here and delegate is Javier. First of all, Javier, very well done, because you've done something I don't think many people would have. You managed to beat the weather. We were very unlucky yesterday, but you moved some of the schedule forward. Explain the thinking behind that.
Yeah, really, when the weather forecast we have bad condition, always is a lottery. So we were lucky because we can get profit of the window that the weather forecast get, and we got the chance to drive in dry condition. The decision on Wednesday was to move all the program from Thursday to Wednesday because the weather forecast was a bad weather for Thursday, and it was more or less like that, and we were lucky for that.
Yeah, because we pretty much lost all of Thursday. Didn't get on the track till 4:30 in the afternoon, but managed to get another couple of qualifying runs in. So we've actually now done the full program. We're right back on time.
Yeah, normally it's so very difficult because with Thursday and Friday with bad condition and regarding weather, it could be so difficult to manage 5 rounds of qualifying and also the control time practice. But don't forget that the control time practice this year is so important for divide Euro B and A. So in weather condition, in the wet condition, control time practice is what's very difficult to manage.
Great entry here, almost 90 drivers. This is a really popular class now.
Yeah, now I'm so happy with the number of entries, but most for the number of entries, that's a good figure, 90 drivers, that's fine. I'm very happy with the atmosphere that during the whole week we can get with all drivers, with the staff. The staff make a very good job during the whole week, but the atmosphere that we can get with the drivers are also positive this year.
And what I've noticed as well is everybody's been very respectful of the other competitors. The race director hasn't had to make any penalties or shouting to him. Hardly hearing anybody's names or numbers being shouted out.
Yeah. The race were so fair during all the qualifying. And also during the free practice, the respect between drivers, that in the free practice the level is not the same because before the receding all the level is a little mixed, but in between the control time practice and the round of qualifying, all the respect between drivers was so good. I'm very happy for that.
Superpole is something that not everybody has seen before. It adds a new level of excitement, and it's first time I've seen it today. Thoroughly enjoyed it, and it's working very well.
Yeah. People are happy with the Superpole. Maybe we can improve a little bit for the next year because track conditions are different for all the drivers. But this is some spectacular. With a good announcer, we can make a good spectacle because one car alone on the track, and drivers told me that it's a little bit different the race only alone on the track.
A lot of pressure.
Yeah, exactly. The difference is so high between when you are racing with the other drivers, you are concentrating in your car, but now a lot of people are watching you. It's very difficult. Yeah.
Must have a word as well for the organisation at MCCM here at Mulhouse. It's been absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I'm so happy with the French Federation because we provided a very good track for that meeting, but also the work in the background in the months before the event for the club was so nice, and now during the race everybody was perfect. So I'm very happy for that, and it's very good for EFRA.
Thank you very much, and we wish you good finals on behalf of EFRA and everyone watching RCTV.
Okay, thank you. Have a good job.
Now we're going to just nip into the pits and have a look. Thanks, Javier. So follow me, and you can see we've got 2 different paddock areas here. There's a sort of smaller one here, variety of drivers, etc. here. Just having a little bit of a chat before we get into the final runs themselves. And if we are lucky, follow me, driver's rostrum. We've had a couple of people asking, let's go, sorry, wrong side. Let's go here. A couple of people asking what it looks like from the driver's rostrum. So while it's quiet, and only while it's quiet, because we can't do this when there's people up there, we're going to go up top and give you the driver's eye view. So sorry, you're going to have to see my back for a moment because I can't climb stairs backwards. That is a skill that I've not yet quite perfected. So here you are. Now our commentary position is up to the left there. It's where we watch the track action from. This is the driver's eye view. So the closest that the cars get are right down here in front of the Jeep pit lane, and across to the left hand side, down into the grandstand hairpin and down the Shepherd Straight there. and round into the Infinity infield and across the stripe there. So this is the driver's view. You can see under here is quite dark. Oh, that's a little bit odd, hearing myself coming back on the PA. Come on down. And we'll head back down. And again, you're going to have to look at me back here. Let's see who we can spot in the pit lane. Not difficult to do, not easy to do this because I'm going to have to go back out. Harry's keeping up with me very, very well. Here we go around. Now, this is the main part of the paddock area. Apologies for looking at my back, but we've only got a limited amount of time to do that. But this before we go racing. This is the area where our top qualifier Bruno Coelho is working out of. In here, in fact, that's his car's there. Have a wander down a little bit further down. Alex Thurston is in here, one of the British drivers. And if we go all the way down to the far end, we should get to see some of the Shepherd guys. Here they are, working away very quietly. See if we can find someone to grab a hold of. Hello, sir. What's your name?
Henrik Eilers.
Hello, sir. And you're running the Shepherd gear this weekend?
Yes.
How's it been for you?
It's very nice and the track is very difficult.
Very technical track.
Yes. I come from Germany and in Germany the track are very not so we here and the grip is very difficult.
And must have a good balance to the car here?
Yes.
So it's not so much the engine, it's about the setup?
It's the setup, the engine on this track. You can buy an engine for 90 euros and I think you race in front.
Okay. Good luck for later on. Well done. And let's just pop this way. See who else we've got down here. In here. Hello, sir.
Hi.
And your name is?
Yannick Nemeslo.
Ah, yes. Of course, I see your car name. I should have seen that. Yannick, thanks for being with us this weekend. How's it been for you? How are you finding the track? It's taking its toll on the tyres, quite abrasive.
Yeah, the track is one of the, how to say, most demanding tracks I've ever driven so far. Because the track condition changes for sure because of the weather, because of the rain and all that. And it's also quite technical and that's how it is.
Good atmosphere in the paddock and the pits though. Everybody seems to be enjoying it.
Yeah, for sure. The atmosphere here is very, very nice. Everybody is nice to each other, nice racing, fair racing. And so far, I really enjoy the event.
And very close to the city centre here of Mulhouse, which is nice because it doesn't mean you have to travel too far. Are you staying at the track or are you staying in town?
We are staying here at the track, we are camping. And but the city is quite near. We were in the city in the historical museum to watch the old cars. And the evening with the gala dinner was really nice.
Yes, we didn't get invited to that. I don't know why. Good luck, Yannick. Thank you. Right, who have we got down here as well? Hello, sir. Let's pop round this way. I'm going to interrupt your lunch if you don't mind. Your name, sir?
Paddock now.
Hello, sir. And how's it been for you and the team this weekend?
Sorry, excuse me.
How has your weekend gone so far?
Yeah, very different, but the track is not easy to drive. The infield is very difficult, and the tires are always different. Yeah, that makes the car very difficult to drive. That's the problem, yeah.
Where do you think the most time can be gained or lost? In the centre section?
Infield, and the end of the straight.
That right-hand kink at the end of the straight, really important to get the front end to grip there.
Yeah.
And how's that been for you? Difficult?
Yeah, very difficult. But the corner speed is too slow.
Right.
Yeah.
Good luck for later on. Yeah, thank you very much. Come on, we'll go this way. Let these guys get their lunch before we get out onto the track. A lot of racing still to do this weekend. Nicely done, Harry. All of these pieces of protection because we had so much rain later on. We're going to head into the press conference now. So join us inside in the press conference in just a moment. Well, we have our B competitors here, and straight into the B final, Thomas Amand. He's very young and he doesn't speak a lot of English, so Bruno Coelho is going to translate. First of all, how old are you?
13 years old.
You're fine with this. Congratulations, qualifying straight through to the B main. How have you found the track this weekend?
A little bit wet and slightly.
And will you be able to race very well on this track? How difficult is it? Sorry, you can speak your own language and Bruno will translate.
Acho.
You're going to have to get used to this if you're going to keep winning. I'll come back to you in a moment. On the other side, our Superpole winner also doesn't speak very much English. This is Thomas Vicogne from France with the Serpent. First of all, congratulations. You won Superpole. A lot of pressure? In French is okay. C'est plus de pression?
Yes, ouais.
In French, en français.
Ah oui, effectivement, oui. C'est à domicile, oui, un peu plus de pression, oui, effectivement. Oui.
The pressure affected him, he said when he was out and that. Seulement 6 tours, c'est très difficile, n'est-ce pas?
Oui, oui, surtout de passer en dernier, ouais, c'était difficile. Ouais. Bon, j'ai eu de la chance, c'est que j'ai mis mon meilleur tour en deuxième tour, enfin mon meilleur temps en deuxième tour. Donc, du coup, ça m'a soulagé.
Yes, always lots of pressure. And tous les yeux seulement à 3 pour le complete track for everyone here, yeah? Everyone was watching. Tout le monde regarde, merci.
Ah oui, oui, effectivement, oui. En plus, on les entend, vu qu'on n'a qu'une voiture qui roule, on entend la pression, elle monte assez rapidement. Oui.
Mais, aimez-vous les Superpole, le concept de Superpole, c'est bon, ouais?
Oui, oui, c'est vrai que ça met la pression, mais c'est vrai qu'effectivement le principe est intéressant. Ouais.
Yeah. An interesting principle, but plenty of pressure, is what he said. Final from you. Now, you've qualified as TQ for the B. Can you win? Is it possible for you to win?
Não é muito fácil ganhar na final, porque há muita gente que é muito boa a conduzir e não. Para mim vai ser difícil.
It's not going to be easy, he said, to win, but he's going to give it his best shot. I think is basically what it came down to. Gentlemen, thank you very much indeed, and thank you for trying English, and I apologise for my very bad French. Can you give a round of applause, please, to our B qualifiers? Thank you very much indeed. And if we could replace these two, please, with Bruno, you stay here because you are TQ for the Euro A's, and it was Tom Gruber, wasn't it, who was, yeah, fantastic. If you can come through from Superpole, Bruno will replace the car. Thank you very much indeed. Tony, well done. Bruno, if I can come to you first, fantastic run. Everybody that I spoke to earlier on in the week was saying that you were going to be the one to beat. This is a track that demands concentration to be consistent.
Yeah, of course, this track is very difficult. As I said, it's super technical. For me, I really like this track. And already in ENS, I was very, very good here and very constant. So I will try to keep it up for the final.
And the final, of course, is going to be longer. There's going to be pit stops. Are you discussing tactics, or does it just have to be split up into 5-minute chunks here?
No, for sure it will change a lot. It's not 5 minutes anymore. Now we need to concentrate for 45 minutes without any mistake, because we know every mistake can finish your race. So in qualifiers you can make one mistake. We have more qualifiers, but here no. It's just you need to drive 45 minutes without mistake, and I will try to do.
And will we see tyre changes in the final, or can you make 45 minutes? It's very abrasive out there.
Yeah, of course we must change. It's not possible to make 45 minutes in one set, so we'll see.
Okay, good luck and congratulations so far. Tony, congratulations, Superpole. And as we said earlier on, a lot of pressure, but you got the lap done very early.
Yeah, like Bruno said, the track is really technical. So, but with the car, I feel really safe, and sure, I try to push hard on the track, but also to drive safe too. And yeah, I do a 17.6, and in the end was enough. For me, is really happy because it's the second really official race with the NTX, and I'm really happy. I really like this car, and I feel safe.
How did you find that Superpole? You sort of went out, did a few laps, and then you took a run, come back in, and then you were straight on it again, those 6 laps. Was that the right way to do it? You seemed very, very comfortable early on.
I say to my mechanic, I want to drive a lot of laps. I come in the pit after 1 minute to refuel and then drive. So because I just like a qualification round, but yes, with we had a little bit problem with the engine now in the Superpole, a little bit lean, but was not enough to be slow. Yeah, in the Superpole, just concentrate, drive your own race, and make the fastest lap. Show everybody look on your race and how you doing. Your heart is pumping really hard, but you have to be focused and safe. And for sure, I say the car is really safe for me. I find the car, yeah, it's my car.
You like it, good. You're straight through now into the A main. He's the guy you've got to beat. There's going to be some good drivers behind you. 45 minutes is a long time. Is there anything you can do tactically to beat him, or have you just got to try and match Bruno's pace?
Yeah, Bruno is a super fast driver and is consistent. Also in the 45 minutes, he do not many mistakes. But for sure, in the final, in 45 minutes, all can happen. It's racing. And I will do my best, push hard to get Bruno. We will see in the race.
Well, we wish you good luck on that. I think everybody's going to be chasing this man. Final word, Bruno, TQ for the A main here at Mulhouse. Fantastic organisation, great track. Clearly you're enjoying the event. You've already got 1 European Championship under your belt this year. You're looking to add another one. Can you do it?
I mean, it's possible to do it because we are 10 on the final, so it's possible for all 10. Yeah, of course, I will try it to get one more to home. So everything is working perfect until now. So I want to keep it like this until the end.
Good luck to both. Please put your hands together for our top 2 qualifiers for the Euro A main. It's track action next here live on RC Racing TV, live from Mulhouse. Well, in fact, before we go racing, a time to have a proper look at this Mulhouse track. This is the exit from the pit lane, and look how tight that is. We've already seen 1 or 2 people hitting this exit curb here, and from there we head straight into this sweeping right-hand corner with the grandstands on the left of the cars. And look down here at this curb. Not only is it banked, but it's ridged as well. So you do not want to be too close to that, but you want to take a decent, tight line through there because you exit out onto the Shepherd Straight. Now, this will be the start straight as well. And look at that, stretching off down into the distance. The driver's telling us that from up on the rostrum where we were earlier on, it looks actually quite long, but from where we're watching and when the cars are at speed, actually it looks no time at all. So down the Shepherd Straight, a lot of the drivers staying right to the middle of the track here. There's lots of grip. The white lines have pretty much disappeared from the tyres. As you can see, they've been scrubbing in. And then you're setting up for this super quick right-hander, the kink at the end of the straight. Now there seems to be a bit of divergence in the drivers' minds as to whether you come all the way over to this white line here and then sweep in, or whether you go from the middle of the road. And there's a reason for that, and the reason is on the exit of the corner. But before we show you that, let's have a look at the curbing here, because there's so many different types of curbs, ones you can and can't use here at Mulhouse. Now, look down into here and you'll see that between the concrete, if we come a little bit further round in particular, there are gaps which you don't want to hit. And if I move further round the corner and into the driver's eye view, as you look straight down here, you're tracing an almost straight line. You want to be back on the power here. Don't hit this edge of the curb too much here. You can take a little bit of it, but then this is the bit you need to straight line. And if I just cross in front of the camera there, you can see the marks on the curb where people have been taking that, even taking some of the paint up, as you set up for the horseshoe in front of the paddock area. Now, effectively, this is 2 corners, not just one. It does give you a little bit of a camber here, but look at this. Again, it's banked, it's difficult, and you've got to just let it breathe in the middle of the corner. What do I mean by that? Just let it disappear, let the car disappear out. Do not hold the inside line. Look, the tarmac's quite light there. It's dark in the middle, and that's because the drivers are sweeping out to set up for this next complex of corners. So many parts of this Mulhouse track, it's not just one corner, it's 2 or 3. It's bumpy here, particularly on the racing line, and the cars are getting thrown around. But where you want to be is setting up across this curb. Now, here's another type of curb. Look how the paint comes all the way out, but it's much flatter here at the apex, so you can go across here and then tuck in tight to this right-hander as we start the Infinity infield section. But that's highly banked, and that's dangerous. We've seen cars getting flicked up and way off the racing line here. Now we move on to this long sweeping left-hander, and it is banked on the inside. You can see that the tarmac here has been roughed up because that's the line that everybody's taking, and they're trying to get on the power nice and early before they sweep out into yet another complex. Out into the middle of the road here, look at the left-hand curb, little bit of a line across the track, which is one of the joints here in the tarmac. Yes, you can take that, but here I think right in the middle of the Infinity infield is the most important corner on the track, particularly for a fast lap. From up there on the driver's stand where we were before, all you can see is red and white. But look, half of that is actually flat. This is the bit that's banked. You can easily get a full car's width onto that red and white curbing and set yourself up. The other part of this, and I'm not sure how we show this, Harry, but if you can get down nice and low, look at how the track falls away to the left-hand side of the camera. So if you aren't right on that red and white that we showed you a moment ago, your car is moving away, and it's moving away this way, which is not where you want to be, because you're setting up again here in the middle of the road for this super tight run across the stripe. Now this is a curb, another type of curb. That's more like a brick wall. Look at how extremely banked that is. You do not want to be getting your car onto that. Really going to upset it. Here's your timing line. This is where the race will finish. I do think we'll see some dives down the inside across that curbing if it's tight at the end of the race. But for a flying lap, you're going to head through this left-hand kink, which quite frankly is flat. Set yourself up on the left-hand side of the road, and I'm going to let Harry go straight down there towards the hairpin. As he comes down towards the hairpin, if you're going to come into the pits, and in the longer finals there'll be multiple pit stops, of course, then you need to stay to driver's left here. No one's going anywhere near that apex. They're sweeping around it. For a fast lap, if you're not heading into our G pit lane, you're coming all the way out to the exit, to the red, white and blue side of the circuit, and then setting yourself up for the run back down to where we started. Now, as we started to pit out, that's where we should finish. Come with me, because there's one more little trick up the sleeve of Mulhouse, which I really like. And the brave drivers, the confident drivers, the drivers who feel they've got the car under them, they're the ones that use this. Straight across this right-hand kink. It's not really a corner because they're not lifting for it. Now, let's get the low shot again, Harry, as we look at this curb here. Because this takes you in to that grandstand right-hand hairpin, which, as we've said, is important because it takes you onto the long straight. And look there at the ripples. You can just see, if you come in really tight here, where people have been grinding out the bottom of the car on those surfaces. But if you've got a car that will ride that, then you can pretty much straight line it. Look back towards the G pit lane there. That's pretty much a straight line once you've come out of that right-handed hairpin, and you're running in, and you're actually only slowing down when you get to about where I'm standing now. That's one walked lap. The fast guys are doing this 18.5, 19 seconds. So add that up. That's a lot of laps in the final. It's qualified really well, and I think it's going to race just as beautifully. An opportunity for lots of excitement and lots of action here at Mulhouse, and it's all live here on RC Racing TV.